Welcome to my channel, Sparkle and Chill. I'm glad you're here. Um, Welcome if you're new. If you've come before, thanks for coming back. This is a very new channel. It's only been working on it for a few weeks now. Um, and I'm happy to have anybody watch, really. When I started, I was like, well, nobody's gonna watch me, I don't have anything. But I thought, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. So today I'm going to be kitting up my custom made diamond painting of my, oops, okay, let's see. There we go, right there. That's what the picture is. That is Freckles, the Wonder Dog. I got him right after I graduated high school, probably about 4 months or so after I graduated high school. I think it was just at the end of summer. And she was so fun. Beagles are not a dog for the faint of heart. If they escape, their little nose drives them wherever they're going to go. And we lived on a farm at the time, and she would tree raccoons. She would she would get on the scent of rabbits. She would make that little noise, that art 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 noise, as she raced around trying to catch whatever it was she was on the sniff of. And yeah, so she was a great little dog. So I'm going to be working on, that's the next project after my Sophie dog one. And then I've got some others planned that I ordered that are, not custom made, that I'm going to be working on. I don't know how long this is going to take. This is your standard 30 by 40. The other is a 30 by 30. And it's taken me a little while just because I haven't had a lot of extra time. I'm almost done with it, but we're not quite there yet. But I thought I would get this kitted up. One of the things I do with kitting up is I grab a sheet of stickers, and I think these came with their own stickers. Oh, that's that one. The other ones I had round ones. So I kitted up my greeting cards, my cards one in this here. I thought I'd show you this. This is how I store, or how I work on different product. This one was on sale for like $16.99 on Amazon, and I thought I should just try it. And yeah, it came with some round stickers. So I was expecting this one to come with them too, that just go on the top of the bottles. And then I numbered them 1, 2, however many diamonds there are. This particular one, this is a 60 bottle thing, and my last, and the card series that I'm working on is 1 to 34. So I've got them all in here, and then a bunch of empties. But I've got like the drills for those cards, and I think I've got 5 or 6 cards left to make. It came with 8, so I've got 6 left to make. So this is great because it's a small project. I can sit in my chair and just work on these, or I can do what I did before and just get them done in an evening. And this came with all kinds of fun goodies. It came with a tray, came with some fun purple placers, pins, and it came with a funnel. And this is great because then you just set it on top and drop the drills in. So I bought another one because I thought I really like this way of doing it, of just knowing that I have a project in a container. So obviously I don't need a bunch of them, but I need to be able to have them available when I'm doing it. And when I'm done with this particular project, then I'll empty the drills into probably the little baggies and put them in a box. And that way I just will rotate between the different kits. And then I have some of those little square containers that what I usually use. But I thought this was a really nice little upgrade, and it makes it portable, and I can have all my tools. This one came with piece, and all the tools are blue. It came with a straightener, it came with some baggies, and it came with some wax. So that was kind of cool. So what I'm going to do first is I have 23 colors. So I'm going to label each of these. I'm just going to give you the whole process. I'm just going to go down and do 23 stickers. I'll start with these ones. I've got a couple left on this deal. So I will just do. Okay, and then these are, not only are there numbers, but there are, and I've got it covered up because these were so hard to do. So the first three is just going to be a 1, 2, and 3, and then they get okay, so they did this. This is really sticky. They really overdid the glue on this. So 2 is also A. This is what drives me a little crazy when they, 2 is also A. So I'm just going to put that on there. And then we have they do this so weird. So number 1 is just 1. Number 2 is A. Number 3 is 2. Make that make sense. Number 3 is 2. Why? Why is number 3 2? That's going to be really confusing. So it's number 3 and it's number 2 at the same time. That makes no sense to me. And then number 7 is 4. Number 9 is 5. What the actual... Really? Okay, you're seeing my real, like, this makes no sense. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of putting these ones that have numbers, it's just going to be a 3. I'm not going to try to remember. So that's a 3. 2 is A. I'm just going to label them with the actual, what the symbol is, because that doesn't make sense. So I have 1, and then A, and then 2, three. So we're going to have to do this. And then we have C. I should have not written on these. We have C. I'm just going to put the whatever the letter or number is on the bottle. C. 7 is 4. This is really ludicrous. I'm glad I noticed that. 8 is D. 9 is 5. How do they, what is their thought process on this? They couldn't just make it easy for us. 10 is E. 11 is 6. 12 is F. 13 is 7. 14 is G. 14. I'm going to put this back up here. Just do G. So 15 is 8. Make this make sense. Sixteen is H. Seventeen is J. K. L. M. Is that an M? Yeah, M. N. P and Q. Okay, so they at least did those in order, but they're, I don't understand. Usually they go, for anybody who's not done this before, usually they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes they'll do 9, and then they go to letters, but you still have a number next to them so you can have them in order in your case or in your beadings. But this is kind of strange how they did this. I don't understand the rhyme or reason, but those labels will be used at another time. Okay. Actually, I can set that in there for the next time. All right. And now that those are labeled, it's just a matter of getting them glad I'm sitting at my desk because the scissors are right here. Okay, so now we have the drills. This one came with, I haven't opened this one yet. I haven't opened the colors. They came pretty much kitted up. Sometimes they do this where they come in individual baggies. I think because it's a custom, that would be the way it would do, because they're not doing a million of them like this. And so it'll have, this says, but this just says 23, so you'd still have to put a corresponding thing on it. So let's go okay, so this is going to be more interesting than normal. Let's just pour them out of here. I don't like it when they're confusing. Okay, so we're looking for see if we can get them in order. Get them in order, then I just have to go down the line. Ooh, nice big bag of these ones. 9, 7, 9, 10, 8, 7, 18, 11, 20, another big bag, 6, 13, 17, 18, 19, 4, 5. Number 1. 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 23, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm just trying to get these in some kind of order so it'll be really fast once we own it. This is 3, 4, 5. 12, 16, 17, 15, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Okay, we've got them pretty well in order now. 20. Yeah, that's 19, 20. Okay, so we'll start over here, and we'll just go like so. I don't know. This was some of these I'm not gonna. Completely. So this is kind of nice. This came with this nice little funnel, and we're just gonna go number 1, or no, that's number 5. Let's watch these really closely now. Number 1. This is the fun part. I've seen these really cool funnel things that you just put the bottle under and they self-load, or they're made for that, but I don't have that, so. Ooh, aren't those pretty? Now this one has a lot, so what I'm going to do is just fill up the bottle and then keep the rest of them in this baggie, and I'll just have an extra baggie of them that I add to it when I use them all. And I've done that. Oh, that's not full. I've done that before, and it seems to work pretty good for me. That way I don't have like 5 different bottles with the same thing, and it's easier to kind of know, okay, we've got to add some more to this. And then I have enough. Oops, I might have done too many. And then I have enough drills. Yep, I think I did too many. We'll see. actually, it's okay. But these are pretty staticky, so there's a bunch of them that are. Well, that worked. So these are actually A. So what I'm going to do is put an A on this as well, because otherwise I'll think it's a 2 and it's really an A. So I'm going to put it right over the top of that. And that's just, and then I'll stick that there. Okay. All right, next color is 2, but it's number 3. Am I the only one that's kind of tripped up by this, that they're changing numbers to symbol, or to, it's very confusing. So you really have to pay attention when you're kitting up to this kind of thing. I watched a lady the other day who did she was going to take the painting and just open one bag at a time. She wasn't even going to kit it up. She was just going to do one bag at a time. And I thought that was interesting. Okay, so as I get through these, oh, there's one in here. This color. So what kind of how do you kit up your kits? Those of you that have been doing this for a while, how do you do it? I haven't watched too many kit up videos. Okay, we are on number 4. That's why I like to do them in order. That way, there's no confusing, even though it's confusing. I don't understand. Not too bad. They stick a little, oh, famous last words. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. I'm going to count them because I couldn't, they aren't just numbered. I wish that they put the symbol on there too, or what the actual, they don't, they just put the number, so you kind of gotta remember. Oops. Got a drill. What's this one? copper color when I got drills falling all over the place, don't I? Okay. How did I do this? Did I do that in order? Yeah, D. So we're going from the top. That's what I thought. Okay. This is actually... See, this is really confusing. Yeah, really confusing. I've got a simple mind. I don't need confusion. It's just should be just a simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then switch to letters. I don't understand. Or do all letters. Okay. That's why we line them up, though. Oops. It is fun and exciting to get ready for a new kit, though. Even though I'm not quite ready to start it just yet. It'll probably be next week before I actually start doing the painting on this one. But it is fun to see it get ready. I have this really great leopard picture that I got on Amazon that that I'm dying to start. But then there's like one of the reasons, I don't know if that'll work. One of the reasons buying so many kits, having so many kits on hand is really fun in one way, but if you're like me, then you just want to do them all, and then you got like, I got all these kits and I want to start them, but these people that are working on 3, 4, 5 kits at a time, I cannot do that. I don't have the space, and I don't like to put everything away. I have my little table in the other room set up, and in it I keep the plastic sheets on them usually, and that's just how I do it. I do them one at a time. It makes it not so much mess everywhere. I might work on like a card or something in between, which I think is what I'm going to do. I ordered some other kind of cards as well to work on, just for short. It's kind of when you're working on a project that's a little bigger, and I know I'm saying bigger and you're all laughing that have done these great big huge ones, but they take me a little bit of time, and so those big ones would be totally overwhelming to me. One's stuck right there. This leopard that I got is a big one, though. It's not huge by the standards of people. Would probably say it's medium size, but to me it's big. I haven't taken one on that big yet. I've been doing 30 by 30s and 30 by 40s have really been what I've worked on for the most part. I'm in awe of doing one of those big ones, and I got a few that are a bit bigger. The leopard one, and I got like 3 or 4 others that I haven't shown yet that are, you know, bigger like that. And wait a minute. Seven is F. I just put that in the wrong bottle. See what happens when I talk? Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Four should have been 7. Oh, I hate this. So 12. Okay. So this would be 12, which would be this bottle. So 12 is supposed to be E. Okay, people. How did this happen? How have I not? Okay, I have 1. Okay, and then I was going from the top. So this should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be 4. I did them wrong. I labeled them wrong, but they're in the right order. So what I need to do is play a little bit of, okay, so 1, 2, 3. So where did I get tripped up? 3. Oh gosh. So 1 is 1. 2 is A. Okay. 3 is 2. 4 is B. That's how I got messed up. 4 is B. Okay. So let's just get another label. Where'd my labels go? Okay. Okay, so 4 is B. So that's this one. Okay. I suppose I could have just changed the lid, right? B. So 5 is 3. Which means 4. Okay, then we have C. Where's C? I don't have a C. Oh, C. So I'm just going to switch the lid here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's C. It's real life, people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 7 should be 4. And I've got it. 4. Okay, now we're at D. D5. But how are we already to bag 12? So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. That's 4. And then D is 8. But where's the 8 baggie? We already emptied the 8 baggie. Okay. So let's figure out what we did wrong before we go any further. So here's baggie 1, baggie 5, baggie 3, baggie 4, where did they go? 7, 9, 10, 6, 8, 12. We should have 12 of these filled, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did we put some in the same bottle? Help me out, folks. I've only got 8 filled, but I've emptied. How does that work? Okay, 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is E. See, this is stupid. C is 6. Oh, there's no 6. There's no number 6. Number 9 is number 5. 10 is E. 11 is 6. 12 is F. 13. So where's D in here? D is number 8. 6, 7, 8. But I already emptied 8. But there's not 8 that are filled. This doesn't make any sense. 7 is 4. Okay. 7. 7 is 13. So that would be this one. So let's get them in order, but then try to figure out what happened to the other drills. I've emptied the drills, but they're not, it's like they vanished. They're not in the bottles. I should have 12 bottles with beads in them. And I've got 7. I don't know. This is the 13th one. Okay, so let's make sure we get this right. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 3 is 2. 4 is B. 5 is 3. 6 is C. 7 is 4. 8 is D. 8 is D. 9 is 5. 10 is E. 11 is 6. 12 is F. 14 is G. Okay. Here's the G. So that's 14. 1, 2, 14. This should be G. Is 8, which I put number 8. And that is not right. 8. Ah, 8. Should be T. Okay, so 8 should be D. 9 should be 5. Okay. I'm baffled. Do you guys understand this? Okay. I've emptied 11 baggies, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, starting to make sense, but not completely. Okay, so we have so 5 is empty, and 5 should be number 3. Five is number 3. 5 is number 9. So it should be right here. 5 should be number 9. What was... Why did they do this and how did I mess it up? I thought I did pretty good in setting it up. Okay, so I don't even know what to do here because I'm messed up. I do not have... Should be one more. Okay, no, we've got 11 bags that are empty. Okay. Okay, I think I can figure it out. So, I was going to turn this off and start over, but I think maybe this is a good thing for people to see how... Oh, gosh. Okay, so let's see where we got messed up here. Okay, so we have 11 jars filled. We have a mess up here somewhere. So let's see. 4 would be number 7. Okay, so that's right. 8 would be D, so that's right. 9 would be 5. So this has to go into the number 5. This says J, and I don't think I've gotten to the J yet. So somehow it's in the wrong... I just need to move the... So this is number 5, right? 9 is 5. H. How do I get the H? Okay, so 9, 10. What is number 10 is supposed to be E? This is a green color though. I have bottle E. Okay, 10 is supposed to be E. And I have K filled. Okay, so 10 is supposed to be E. And I think it's this one. Okay. What's 9 supposed to be? 9 is supposed to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 5. 10 is E. As far as I can tell, that's the right color. 11 is 6. That doesn't look like this. Looks like a tan. this one's off. Okay, so I think I have E. E is okay. I think that's right, because this is more of a wash. Oh, wait a minute. He does look like, and then 6. Okay, 12 is F. Okay. H. J. K. L. N. P. And Q. Well, I hope that I got these colors right. I'm going to have a funny looking dog. But I think that I did. I think the 5 and the E were messed up. So the E is this more dark color and the 5 is a lighter color. Okay, so okay. All right, I think I've got it. Oh my goodness. Have you, so now I've just allowed you guys to witness me having a minor little problem here. Actually, 8 does show me 1, 2. Yeah, I got that right. Is there still 1 in the bag? Okay, good. That was good. Okay, 13 is 7. Once they're in here, it's not that big of a deal. And actually, I like these where you can kind of maneuver the little lids, because then it's really just moving the lid. Okay. Okay, so I just did 7. So 14. Next one is 8, but it is 15. Oh my gosh. It'll be a longer video than I thought it would be. What was your favorite painting that you ever did? Diamond painting. Do you have a favorite place to get yours? I haven't done. Okay, so we're on H, number 15. Oh, this is number 16. Here's number 15. You just did 15. 13, 12, 6, 15. 15 was 8. 16 is H. Okay. Well, I gotta learn to. So my I focus more on the more budget-friendly kits and stuff, because honestly, I don't have $60 for a project. You know, maybe if I was doing something really special for somebody, and it was a particular thing, but yeah, I don't have that kind of cash for one thing. J is 17. Okay. Now I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Nervous, not nervous. Worried about what I'm doing here. But I got it right. I think we got them all in order. I'm just a little gun shy here, I think. Okay, it's 18. Yeah, we're going good now. But what I was saying was, this thing is not, it's kind of cattywampus here. But what was I saying? I like to do the more budget safe. Now, somebody was doing videos. I can't remember who it was. And they said they were working on a $40 or $30 to $40 kit, calling it budget friendly, and I was like, that ain't budget friendly for those of us that are really on a budget, right? Budget friendly is more in the, you know, I'd say up to like $15, I think, is budget friendly, unless you're working on a really big kit. But 13. Just double checking now. For me, I like to stay in the, not above like 12 or 13, depending on the kit and the size. I mean, I might spend a little more if it's a bigger kit. But I went to the stores and was seeing some of these kits, and I was like, wow, these are really expensive. So I didn't, I can't justify spending that much money on one kit when I could go and buy 3 or 4 or 5 kits with the same money. And 20 is M. And this one is another one of these nice big ones. And I am going to do another, and make this 20 is M. An M on this. Right there. So we know when we need extras, it's an M. When we run out, this is the M bag. Because I don't see the point in filling up multiple jars with the same color unless, well, I've got plenty here, but I suppose I could, but like I said, I just keep them in the baggies and so what did you guys think of as budget friendly? I guess I'm just one of those people that doesn't, I want to be able to get more bang for my buck, I don't want to spend all my money on one kit and then, and that was 20. So we're on 21. 21 is, let's double check, N. N21. Anybody got a bingo? Oh gosh, I think I've gone loopy. This has been more of a project than I expected it to be with that little mishap there. But this is real life, I could edit that out, but honestly, I think sometimes it's good to see that we all sometimes have to work through a problem and solve it. And we'll know if I solved it properly when we get to that part in the painting, and there's something a little bit amiss. I just lost a bead. It's gone into the abyss. P is 22. We are almost there, folks. Okay. And Q is the last but not least. All right. I didn't say much about this dog, other than, I got her when I lived on the farm, and actually she was the reason I left the farm. She was chasing everything. Well, we had a rabbit that had escaped in the barn, and one of the pet rabbits. And when that happened, I don't know what that goes in. When that rabbit escaped, it was making holes in the barn and, burrowing. And with horses, you can't have that. So the dad of the family was saying he was going to have to go shoot the rabbit. And we were all sad and upset about the whole idea of him shooting our pet, but we couldn't catch it. It was just becoming a menace, and we'd see it here and there, and I always liked when I would see it because I was like, oh, he's still happy down there. But anyways, so then one day, um, from the deck of the house, uh, Freckles and our Saint Bernard. Freckles was a beagle. We had a Saint Bernard on the farm as well, and Oogs and Freckles were on the move, and it was Freckles leading the way with her little art, 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 as she chased down her prey. She had natural. I mean, she was only like 5 or 6 months old at the time, and she just got on the scent of this rabbit, and she was chasing it down through the field, and I jumped down. I ran clear across the backyard all the way down to the field and across the field, and the dogs had cornered the rabbit in a little area of this house that was down there. And by the time I got to it, it was all over. Her natural instincts took over, and she grabbed the rabbit and shook it, and it was gone. It was very sad because it had been my rabbit, and I loved the rabbit. So it was really hard. But then about a month or so later, there was an incident with one of the rabbits. Now, mind you, from that point on, she was chained up when she wasn't allowed to just roam free because that natural instinct had kicked in, and so when I was at work, she was chained up out down by the barn. And that night, one of the little girls that lived there on the farm went down to go feed her rabbits, and they found the remains of the Flemish giant rabbit that we had there, one of the last of the pet rabbits, had been mauled. It wasn't by my dog. They claimed it was, and it was this weird story later that, you know, she was found chewing on it. Years later, I heard this, and I'm like, what? That's not even close to true. But they wanted to pin the whole thing on the dog. My guess is that coyotes got in there because of the situation, because she just shook it and dropped it, and she wasn't like with the other one. She didn't get like the taste of blood or anything. When the one rabbit was caught, it was just shaken, and you know, the neck was snapped, and that's just sort of what happened. Anyways, so we left the country for the city, and that was the end of that. It just didn't end up being a good situation for the dog. But it was years later that I learned the story that they, you know, it was found during the day, and the dog wasn't gnawing on it, and not true at all, because it happened in the evening. After I got home from work, that it was even found, and the dog was in the house when they found it. So it was like, yeah, that's not true. So somehow this story got started. I don't know. I think they wanted to pin it on something, but I just think coyotes got in there. We could hear the coyotes at night outside the window sometimes. So, I mean, very easily just the coyotes got in, and there wasn't much left of the rabbit. So it wasn't like, and this is a domestic dog, it wasn't going to eat it. If it caught it, it was just going to bring it to you. But anyways, enough of that said. So I had her alone as my very first dog by myself. And as most of the dogs I've owned, you never knew who was walking who. She is very strong, would just drag me down the road. But she was always following her nose, though. Those hounds, they just follow their nose. You got to be really careful about them getting out, because they'll run right in front of a car because they're not even looking. They're just following their nose, and they get on the trail of a raccoon or a squirrel or anything, and they just go. And it's natural. Nobody trained her to do that. Anyways, well, don't know why I told you all of that, but beagles are great dogs. They're not a good dog if you can't keep them on a leash. You do have to put them on a leash. They can't just go out and walk around. They just take off. At least mine did. And there was no recall when she got on the scent of something. If she wasn't chasing something, she'd come back to you. But if she got on the scent of something, she was just gone. Anyhow, thank you for spending the morning with me, kitting up my dog Freckles, Diamond Kit. Let's hope and pray that I did get those turned around in the right way. I think I did. I think we're on track now. And this only took 23 out of the 60 jars. So I suppose I could put these into jars and just label them with the right thing. But I've always just, when I've got extra drills, I usually just keep them in the baggies or put them into a baggie so that they're just there when I need to refill it. So thank you for your time today. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I'm very new, and I know the first couple videos have been rough. This one kind of showed you, just missing one thing can be, can set you off on having to problem solve on something that should be easy and just done. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.